5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello,
This is
lights,
Camera
super
Action. She is,
Claudia.
and I am.
He is Victor.
And tonight, we're going to talk to you about episode 6 of Moon Knight and
Monsters and gods. Gods and monsters.
Gods and Monsters, and where do we rank the series compared to the rest of the Disney Plus Marvel series that we have seen. So first, a brief recap of episode 5. In episode 5, we saw how the Stephen Grant personality came to be. It happened when Mark Spector was a child. There was a tragedy. He lost his brother. His mother blamed him for that passing, and Stephen Grant was an escape mechanism for him. He took the name from an Indiana Jones type hero, and he needed that second personality to survive a broken household. And the end of the episode, we see that he was aboard Tower's ship. He gets to the field of reeds. Afterlife is his for the taking.
Yeah. It was paradise for him.
While Stephen Grant's soul is frozen in the sands of the Duat.
Yeah, it's
And what happens
hell.
next?
It was hell. While Stephen Grant was in hell and Mark Spector was in heaven.
Yes, that's interesting.
I'm going to talk about the things that I like in this episode.
Yep.
First of all, I love when Mark Spector
By the way, this episode should be sponsored by Medalla Beer.
and Corona, but I just don't have the bottles.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, and Coronita. So
We'll bring them later.
yeah, okay. What I liked about this episode 6 was number 1, when Mark Spector felt like he was in the field of reeds,
Mm-hmm.
and he felt like
He
it was not
incomplete.
enough. It was not enough. He needed to have his best friend Stephen Grant by his side, so he went to look for him and make peace with him, and they became one. That was beautiful, and the way he talked to him, expressed his feelings to him. It was amazing. I loved that. It was very, very moving. Second, I like when I like the
But by doing that, he was in heaven,
yeah,
and he said no to heaven.
he said no to heaven. He was like, what am I gonna do here? I'm bored. Let's go seek more adventures. Let me seek for Stephen Grant, my brother, and let's do more in life,
Yeah.
because why not? So the second thing that I like is that I'm glad that Layla didn't accept to be Khonshu's avatar, because
Yeah.
no,
She
didn't
was no
fit there.
fool.
She didn't fit there anyways. So that was Mark Spector's work. I mean, I like when Khonshu, after he was liberated by Layla,
Mm-hmm.
he revived Mark Spector, and he became
Yeah, that was
Moon Knight
that
and
was
Mr.
part of
Knight
the deal.
again.
That was part of the deal.
That was part of the deal, so I loved it. I loved their fight, especially in the middle of the full moon, when Moon Knight rises up and gives this unique
He looks like a
knee high to Arthur Harrow.
Oh, he hits him with the knee. Okay.
Oh, it was amazing. And third, I love what happens in the end credits. It was something I expected so much since the beginning of the season. Jake Lockley, yeah, the badass is
Jake
finally
Lockley,
showed
speaking
up.
Spanish.
Yeah, speaking Spanish, like
A badass
"Te
Jake
llegó
Lockley.
tu hora," like your time,
Is
your
up.
time is up. Yes, that was so great. I loved it. So, what's the part you like the most? Oh my god, that I don't like that
I
line.
did like that part with Jake Lockley,
Mhm.
but I think that's the only part that I liked.
Oh, that was a surprise.
I love episode 5. I love episode 1. And I like most of the. I like the rest of the episodes, but I don't like this one. There are many reasons why I don't like this one.
Oh,
They crammed, I think, like 2 or 3 episodes into one.
that's true.
When last we spoke, I told you
Yeah.
that I had a hard time believing that they could tie all those loose ends into one single episode, and I was right. They couldn't.
Nope.
They it felt like they skipped steps, like they
A
skipped
lot.
scenes,
But yes,
and
it's true.
like for instance, when Harrow faces the avatars,
That was too fast.
that should have been. It should have been a whole episode.
Yeah, he killed them like when you play bowling. You throw the
killed-
ball
he killed them-
and you throw all the
he killed
pines
them-
and that's it. It
He
was
killed
so
them
quick.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, it was so quick.
And what bothers me the most is that when Moon Knight was created, he was by Doug Mensch and Don Perlin in the pages of Werewolf by Night. He was a Batman type, a Daredevil type, a night vigilante. And if they were going to change his DNA from that into a supernatural warrior, why didn't he face a supernatural threat? Instead, he fought the guy with a stick, with the walking stick.
Why not?
He should have fought Amit. Take a look at the series and see how many minutes do you see Khonshu and how many minutes do you see Moon Knight.
Makes sense.
Khonshu is on screen a lot more than Moon Knight. And the series I thought was named Moon Knight,
Not Khonshu.
not Khonshu. So it was for some reason Marvel likes their kaiju fights. The end of Shang-Chi, it was a dragon and some another big kaiju, and now we see a huge Khonshu and a huge Amit. And I thought when they made Layla an avatar, Towards Avatar, was to fight Arthur Harrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have loved that. But, And they have Moon Knight flying like Superman, for God's sakes, to kick a guy in the face.
I like that.
I know you
But
liked it.
anyway,
I know you
we
liked
look
it.
so cool in a moon, in a full moon.
Yeah,
Behind.
that's the thing. He kind of looks
Yeah.
cool. I don't like the changes. All the changes in his suit. He looks... The mummy look, it's okay, I guess.
I love it.
Okay, so where do you place this series compared to the other? Okay,
Before you go
Okay.
there, I wanna tell you the things I didn't like about this episode. Because yes, he's right. This episode should have been split in two.
or 3.
Or three, because there's a lot to say. How come Arthur Harrow can kill those avatars in one single shot? I mean,
And behind the scenes.
and behind the scenes. Second, explain to me the Party City costume of Layla. Come on! I mean, I thought Taburet was gonna
It was-
make her an way more elaborated costume than just a Party City costume.
It was a cheap
that
knockoff.
that looks a lot like Wonder Woman 1984. Like
It was a
it
cheap
sucked.
knockoff of Wonder Woman 1984.
it sucked. And how come she knew she had wings? Because she spread them out like and
Remember,
she looked like she had trouble spreading them out. Like what? It was not heroic at all. I didn't like it.
remember when Steven changes for the first time into the Mr. Knight
Yeah,
suit?
I love it.
He didn't know how to fight.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee in one.
Yeah.
And Layla, she just became an avatar, and all of a sudden she knows how to fly on
She
her
knows
own.
how to fly.
That's
She knows
crazy.
how to use wings. No, that she was an
Things-
expert all of a sudden. I
Things
get that.
that should have taken 2 or 3 more episodes
Yeah.
and crammed into one. It doesn't work for me.
No.
Sorry.
And another.
Sorry, Marvel.
thing-
I love you guys. I love you, Kevin Feige.
But I won't do that.
But I don't like this episode.
Okay, and one last thing I didn't like. I mean, Layla's character was great. She's a great actor.
She's a good actress.
What's her
May
name?
Calamawy.
May Calamawy. She's great in all the rest of the episodes, and even in this one. But the part
She
that
was a badass.
she
She didn't need to be a superhero. But that was the
love her.
point.
But
Oh, are you the Egyptian superhero?
I
Yes.
hate
That was
when
it.
she had to talk with Taburet's voice and her voice and Taburet's voice and her voice.
It
That
didn't work for you.
interaction,
It didn't work
work for me. It's like,
Alright.
no. Just delete that, and the rest just and the Party City costume, and the rest was perfect.
Okay, so-
but it's okay. But yes, that's what I think about.
So now, where do you rank this series among the 6 Marvel Disney Plus shows?
Well, I have a situation here. I have two number ones. I have two number ones.
You have a tie.
I have a tie between WandaVision and Moon Knight. I love
Ooh.
both.
Okay.
They got my 95% approval. Yeah,
What
both.
happened to the 5%?
5%. Well, in WandaVision, I didn't buy the Ralph Boner shit. I'm sorry. It was disrespectful. It was useless. It was stupid. No, it didn't
felt
work
cheap.
for
It
me.
felt cheap a
No,
little
it didn't work for me. I mean, it should have worked something.
Okay. So,
Or better.
and Moon Knight?
I mean, no, I didn't like it at all. And every time I see WandaVision again, I omit that part. I'm sorry. And of Moon Knight, I told you what I didn't like much, but the rest of the two
So
TV
it's a tie.
series
So it's
is
a
a
tie.
tie. So what's your number
My
one?
number one, and by a football stadium, is WandaVision. No,
Yes.
I said football, not
Ah.
baseball.
Touchdown! Sorry. We are in baseball season, so sorry.
Yes, you're right. I
Go
guess.
ahead, go
So
ahead.
WandaVision by a mile.
Yes. And what's your
football
number
stadium.
2?
My number 2 is Moon Knight. It's not even close because they dropped the ball on this one. But cinematography, Oscar Isaacs, and acting, as well as Ethan Hawke and May Calamawy. The special effects were, some of them were really good, others were cheap television CW type that didn't work for me, especially the light show whenever Harrow used his staff. I didn't like that. But the rest, the fight between Ammon and Khonshu looked great. And the cinematography, I like what the director did, Mohammed Diab, I think his name is.
Yes,
I
it is.
apologize if it isn't. And that's my second. That's my number 2. This is number 2, but still number 2. So what's number 3 for you?
My number 3 is, and pounded the question, what if?
Like, what if?
I
nice.
love What If, especially the episode 4, which,
I
guess
wonder
what?
why.
Guess
I wonder
why?
why.
It was about Doctor Strange good versus Doctor Strange evil. That was mind-blowing. I loved it. So what's your number 3?
My number 3 series is oddly enough. I don't like this I haven't. I made a video about how much I hate
This character.
MCU Hawkeye,
Poor
but I
guy.
like this series quite a bit.
Yeah.
I had the same problem with as I had with Moon Knight. The last episode dropped the ball badly. They turned the Kingpin from a menacing figure from the Daredevil Netflix series into Elmer Fudd.
Oh shit.
He gets run over by a car. It doesn't bother him. A bomb explodes next to him. No problem. He'll take it. It was weird. It was just weird. But I love Kate Bishop.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, she was great.
I love what the interaction with Jeremy Renner,
Yeah.
and I love Florence Pugh.
Yes.
So-
there
so-
to avenge her sister's death.
So it had the same problem. They dropped the ball in the very last episode, but I was surprised, and I tell you, I'm not an MCU Hawkeye fan. His costume sucks. It still sucks. She
even
was
Kate,
right.
Even
She was
Kate
telling him.
Bishop
He
told
was telling her. She was telling him throughout the series, you have a branding problem. You change your costume, and he changes his costume, and it's lame.
It's like, damn, do
At
something
least
about it.
we saw him. We saw him at last as a Ronin,
Yes,
and that
finally.
was cool as.
That rocked. That was amazing.
That was amazing. That was amazing. I
That
was very happy
cool
with that.
AF.
Exactly. And what's your number? What's that for? Yeah.
My number 4 was Loki.
Mhm.
El Loquillo. Loki was great. Especially, I'm glad I saw Kang the Conqueror. That was the best. I love him. I love that
Jonathan
episode.
Majors
Yes.
played King the Conqueror.
He's amazing. So I like Loki. Yes. What's your
Loki.
number 4?
Number 4 for me is What If. I especially have episodes. I like episode 2, in which T'Challa plays Star-Lord. I loved episode 4, but my favorite is episode 8, in which the Watcher has to defend himself against Ultron. That kicked major ass. I couldn't believe my eyes. They even used Kirby Crackle when he was using his powers, and wow, that was a great tribute to Jack Kirby. And what's number 5 for you?
My number 5 is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter
I love Falcon.
Anthony
He's
Mackie.
great. Anthony Mackie. I love him as an actor. He's a great actor. And Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan. Our Tommy Lee. From Pam and Tommy.
Pam and Tommy.
He's amazing.
He's great in Pam and Tommy.
He
It's not
is-
for kids though.
No, he is proven to be a great actor.
He's brilliant.
He's amazing,
He's brilliant.
and I love the improvement he has made from being a brainwash
The character, you mean.
killer.
Mhm.
I mean, Winter Soldier to be a brainwash killer
Mhm.
to become a better man.
Well, he's trying to be.
He's trying, and he has a
The time he's
he has a
spending in
war
Wakanda.
he has a war inside his head, and he's trying to do better things. So that's great. And the best yet, I love when the Dora Milaje's
Dora Milaje.
girls just showed up in 2 episodes. That was amazing.
Yeah.
So what's your number
5.
5?
Loki, yeah, I have a problem with the 6-episode format, but Loki did it well. The very best episode is episode 6, in which Jonathan Majors just introduces Kang the Conqueror.
Amazing.
It's not my favorite. It's number 5. Let me be clear. I like them all, but we're just ranking in order of how much we like them individually. So what's number 6 for you?
My number 6 is Hawkeye. I
Okay.
love to watch Florence Pugh
Yeah.
doing as Black Widow, avenging
Yelena
the
Belova.
death. Yelena Belova avenging her sister's death Natasha Romanoff died. Miss her so much. Scarlett Johansson. I miss her so much, but I mean, Yelena Belova is great, and she kicked some ass with Kate Bishop, which is also fantastic. So, what's your number 6?
Well, it's Falcon Winter Soldier. I loved the 2 episodes in which the Dora Milaje showed up. They were kick-ass. And it wasn't too bad. The series had to be rewritten because it was originally it was about a pandemic. Imagine a pandemic,
We were in a pandemic.
right when a pandemic was breaking out.
Yeah.
So they had to rewrite it. But there were things that you could tell that there were things that they couldn't work out. Though I thought the villain was weak, and but I loved the the episodes in which the Dora Milaje
And the other one was
showed
an
up.
idiot, but I don't.
And the other Captain America wasn't
He was
great.
an idiot.
He wasn't great, but he wasn't too. He wasn't too bad.
He was not amazing.
He looked like the
Anyways.
guy in Up, like the old man in Up, with the jaw.
Oh, jeez.
So we've just ranked our favorite, our Disney, Marvel Disney Plus shows, and we should talk about, before we go, about what is your most eagerly awaited series that's coming soon.
My most awaited
Eagerly awaited?
TV series is She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
She-Hulk.
Yes. I liked the trailer that had the improved CGI because before that it really got me confused because like, oh my god, what's going on? My attention got distracted because of the bad CGI of the first trailer.
Everyone's attention.
It was like, what the heck? I mean, everyone was talking
it
about the bad
looks-
CGI, not that the quality or the story or what we saw in the
It looked
trailer.
like CGI from 15 years ago.
Yeah, it sucked. But anyway, they improved it. They
looks
they
better.
show up the better the improved trailer, and it looks better. I can't wait to watch that TV series. And you? What's
My
your
my most anticipated series that's coming soon. It's actually coming this Wednesday. We're recording this on Sunday, and on Wednesday, June 8th, is the very first episode of Miss Marvel.
pick? Yes.
I'm a Miss Marvel reader since day one, and I remember it was post 9/11, and Marvel had the guts to create a superhero who was both Muslim and from the Middle East. Well, she's an American, but her family hails from the Middle East, and it was great because it was like a window into another culture, because the person who was writing the series, I don't remember the name, and I apologize for that, but she was a Muslim as well, so it was authentic. It felt great to read this about this culture, about this. She's Kamal Khan is a kid. She's a high school kid, and I from what I've seen, the girl who Iman Vellani, she looks great. She's charming. She's delightful. I haven't seen an episode yet, but wow, she looks like the real thing, and
I mean,
I'm really
it's-
excited about this.
I mean, it's like in Shang-Chi, they were showing Chinese culture.
Yeah.
Also with Moon Knight, they were showing
Egyptian.
us Egyptian culture. So
Mhm.
that's great to get to know other cultures.
Yeah, that's
It's
part of
amazing.
it. That's part of it.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that
I want-
diversity.
One of the things about meeting other people, people from other cultures, is learning.
Mm-hmm.
And
Learning experience.
that's why I like the Miss Marvel comic book so much. I should have showed my back issues, but too much work.
Yeah. It's okay.
But I'm very excited about this series, even though they have changed her power set. She will not stretch like she did. She will do something else. But it's apparently she's not stretching because we just saw Reed Richards in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which was great. But she has a different power set. We'll see if we like it. If not, we'll tell you because they have changed Moon Knight. They have changed Shang-Chi as well. I like what they did with Shang-Chi. Moon Knight not so much, but
I love it.
but let's see if we like Miss Marvel. Is there anything else you're looking forward to?
That's about it. I also would like to see What If episode. Oh no, I would also like to watch Agatha House of Harkness. Oh, that badass witch is back in her own TV episode because I loved her in WandaVision. Episodes because she's amazing.
And
She
it's the
was
same
amazing.
producer. It's the same producer who's the same writer of WandaVision. So it should be just as fun.
So what's your other choice?
My other most anticipated thing is Daredevil.
Oh.
I don't know what's going to happen, how much they will change him from the Netflix iteration, because that was a hard R. What they did with under Netflix was a hard R series. We're not going to see that on Disney Plus. But I hope they don't go as silly as they did with Kingpin
Oh, please.
on the Hawkeye episode.
Okay, yeah.
I love Charlie Cox as Daredevil. It was a thrill to see him in Spider-Man No
Amazing.
Way Home. So I hope that they do him justice because Daredevil was the best Marvel Netflix series of them all. So I'm really looking forward. It doesn't have a date, so we don't know when that's going to be on a small screen, but we're looking forward to it. So having said that, this was Lights,
Camera,
Super
Super
Action.
Action. See you next
Next time.
time. Bye-bye.
Bye.